Hi everyone. Well, look what's happening in Hong Kong. Hong Kong protesters break into government building as tensions flare again. They're wearing masks. Well, probably because they don't want to get glass shattered in their face. Or maybe it's for some other reason. It looks like oh, look, they're using this to break the window. This is bad. But I want to tell you about a very strange experience I had last night. I was home and in a deep sleep after midnight, and I woke up to pounding on my front door. And it just took me a while. I heard all this commotion in the hallway, and finally I got up and I answered their door, and there were about 5 policemen out there and one woman. She wasn't dressed like a police officer, but she acted like one. And they said, "We've traced a call to this building. Someone called Sunday night about 10 o'clock for help. And we traced it to this building, and do you know anything about it?" So in the building that I live in, there's only about 5 apartments. Anyway, very weird. So they took he said, "Can I see your Hong Kong ID?" I showed him my Hong Kong ID. And then he asked for my phone number. I gave him my phone number. And I don't know, strange experience, I gotta say. Because, we are tracked even by our cameras. Yes, we are. So, yes, pounding on the door. They were polite and nice and everything. They weren't dressed like Hong Kong police with blue shirts. They were dressed in olive green uniforms, almost like military uniforms. But I think that's how they dress on the island where I live. The police, they wear this olive green. Anyway, it gave me a creepy feeling, and I said to them, I was asleep. I couldn't even remember what day it was when I woke up, and when they told me someone called from this building and they traced it to this building, a woman calling for help, and it took them 2 days to trace it to this building, which is kind of bizarre. Anyway, this article here I want to show you, and I want to show you things that they say. Small group of Hong Kong pro-democracy protesters, pro-democracy, and the U.S. is monitoring the democracy situation in Hong Kong because they passed a bill in the USA to monitor Hong Kong democracy. That is so... Do they monitor democracy in the USA? In their own country? I don't know. So, it talks a lot about what's happening and how the scores of riot police, some with shields and helmets, rushed over using pepper spray and batons to keep other demonstrators from also smashing their way in. This is so unlike Hong Kong. I hope the police haven't associated me with any democracy protests and they came over to see if I was here, because it was in the early morning hours of Wednesday that this happened in Hong Kong. So last night. And now I want to show you the comments and how YouTube is censoring the comments if you haven't noticed. Look at all of these dollar signs, percent signs, and everything. You can't even read what this is about. Censorship. Look at this one. more censorship. Look at this. You can't even tell what is being written. What is going on? So someone says apostrophes are now cuss words on Yahoo. This is not true though. It's not cuss words because people, this is information. They're censoring. Yep, and look at this. Oh, look, what do you know? These cowards were afraid to be recognized by covering up their faces. Were they afraid their daddies will take away their allowance? No. Maybe they're being paid by someone to go and do this. Maybe they're getting paid enough that they're willing to do it. This so-called civil disobedience means mob rules. Unbelievable. What is going on? You can't even communicate anymore. Okay, thanks for watching. Be safe and know that you're being watched and monitored. Speaking of monitoring democracy in Hong Kong, we're all being monitored in very, very close detail. Seems like it anyway. Okay, bye for now. Many blessings and truth and wisdom and peace of mind to everyone.